Hi everybody and welcome back to Truly Heal. Today I have a very good friend of mine from New Zealand. Now you're going to hear New Zealand accent. Having just checked his blood after he did his first hypothermia treatment. And it's kind of fascinating when you see the before and after, and we've taken some images and I'm going to show you what has happened, and Chris is going to share with you what he experienced during the hypothermia treatment and what has changed from before to after. Hi Chris, you want to say hello?
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Marcus. Yesterday I had my first hypothermia treatment, and what an exciting, amazing experience. Didn't know what to expect, have done some interesting research on it, and was really excited to come over to Australia and just have my first treatment so that I can carry on with that back in New Zealand. Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting and great. The heating up process was really good, and then you.
It was tough.
It was tough, and then you reach stages where you just want to throw the chamber off and get out of there. But eventually, once you push through the fever stage, and get the body up to a good point, and then you turn off the heating after a period of time, then you get a bit of air circulation back on the body, and you start to be more comfortable again. And then gradually, as the temperature, you stay in fever for quite a period of time, and as the temperature comes down a wee bit, you really start to relax. You're not fighting to push, your body's not fighting to push through that fever stage.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing. It was only around the 38 mark, shortly before 38, that's when you started to go into that panic and wanted to get out. Yes. It's like everybody describes, we're roughly around the 38, and I'm talking about Celsius, I'm going to blend in with that in Fahrenheit, but 38 till 38.5, and then slowly it descends. You went quite far. We don't tell everybody how far you went, but yeah, it was like a clinical therapeutic treatment that you did, like right to the maximum. And for those of you who want to know, that's just around the 40 mark, and you don't want to go beyond that, especially not without being in a clinic. But he got right there, and it's males. Males respond to those treatments a lot easier than females. They don't need to push. Their fever reaction is sometimes really erratic. And we turned off at 39.5, just to tell them, you know what we did.
Yes.
We turned off at 39.5, and then the fever went up on its own to about 40. And that was really 40.2, 40.1, and that was holding for a whole hour. And he developed a humor. He was starting to crack jokes and everything in the chamber. So that was quite nice. So there is a suppressed comedian in there. And that came out. And yeah. What was the result from before and after?
Oh, the result just absolutely stunning. I think once you come out of the chamber, quickly have a shower, then wrap up in warm clothes and jump into bed and just relax for an hour or 2 hours. And the feeling of euphoria that comes over the body is just absolutely huge. I was just on an absolute high. After doing the treatment, I was just that relaxed and just in a space that was amazing for an hour and a half afterwards. And I just want to go again and do the treatment just to experience the after effects of it. As far as the bloods go and the results that were achieved after one treatment, absolutely amazing.
Well, let's explain that. You had before, when we looked at your blood yesterday before and the day before, we had to search for white blood cells.
Correct.
Even in the big image, when we looked at the big image, there was hardly any white blood cells.
Correct.
And then we went into the treatment, and today we have, in the overview, we have at least 5 to 8 white blood cells in every slide, even if we move it right, left, up and down. And when you look at the size between the white blood cells, first of all, they are fully active, and in combination, they are about 3 times the size of a red blood cell, and they're vibrant. We compared the blood when we looked at it first. It looked like, you explain it better. Like
it looked like one of those it looked like one of those ancient things for hitting people, with a round ball with all spikes on it.
Yeah, like those clubs on
like
chains.
those medieval clubs, and just the incredible change in the blood after the treatment is just amazing. And the white blood cells were breaking. Lack of white blood cells, but now just the white blood cells are so healthy, they're fully active, and they've just increased in numbers. Just amazing, absolutely astonishing.
And I would like to clarify here, this is not a cure. What we do is we detoxify, we stimulate in the bone marrow as soon as you have high fever. And this is why the body reacts when you have an infection, inflammation, anything. Your body reacts with a fever, in order to increase the white blood cells and to mobilize those white blood cells, that they start to work a lot faster. And that's why the body creates fever. Now, in most cases, like Chris said, he can't remember when he ever had a fever. Like it's not there. And that's an answer that most cancer patients will have. I don't remember when I had last my fever. So when that fever kicked in, that's why we have all of a sudden, and that's a very immediate result. It's not like in 2 weeks that they get more. Due to the fever, they are produced in the bone marrow and sent out into the body. So after every treatment, you will have an increase in white blood cells. And that's what we call killer cells. They are responsible to deal with cancer. So what we just did is we put out toxins, we energized the body, we cleansed the body, and we activated more white blood cells to be there or be available to do the job. And that's all it is. If you repeat that once a week, and that's what you're going to do, not more than once a week.
No, once a week.
Chris is one of those more helps more, and that's not quite true. Because you need to get the rest to the body, you need to relax the body. So don't overdo it, just once a week. If you have PMF beforehand, boost your cells that they're really round and active. Do that before. Have vitamin C while you do it and drink it. You had that
yes, absolutely.
Teapots. We didn't have a straw, so he was drinking out of a teapot. But yeah, that's the way you can set that up at home and have such an exciting experience.
Absolutely, and just so user friendly once you've experienced it. Just very economical to do, not expensive at all, to buy the chamber and do the treatment. And it's a tool that any of the family can use just for going in there and just sweating.
Yeah, instead of a flu shot or something like that, you boost your immune system.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the results we're seeing here, after 12 hours are just incredible.
I'll see whether I can do that very short and get an overview picture which is sharp. That they see how many white blood cells you have in your blood now. Is it sharp? Well, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Oh, the sunshine comes in now. That's a bit of a worry. Yeah, but you can see there is quite a number of white blood cells on all slides. So we moved right and left, and my camera is a bit slow. But that's a huge improvement to before, where we had to search for white blood cells in every slide.
Oh, massive improvement. I just can't believe the improvement overnight. It's what's been achieved with the chamber is amazing.
Good.
Brilliant.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Marcus.
See you soon again with our next success story. All right? See you.
Bye.